Okay, well, that wasn't very long for you, but when I was gone, I figured out that there's um, an error in my drawing. And as I got looking at it in future, right here, I was really annoyed when I built this from previous instructions that they're not the same, and I would like that to happen. So I had to do some recalculation, and the distance from the part here that's at the back of the tank to the back of the engine um, right here, instead of being 1.75, it makes a whole lot more sense to have it 1.8. So the really cool thing about that is in history in Fusion 360, we can go back to when we did that part, which was, I think, right here. So I just moved my history marker back to find out when that was. This is Extrude 2. If we're using Inventor Pro, this stuff is over on the left side. You can find it where it happened. So you just double click here and find that we did 1.75. If I change that to 1.8, it will go ahead and extend that part, and then everything else will still follow through. Um, Also, we did 1.6 going back in, and when we're looking at the plan, we need to have this window be 1.6. So these two parts here needs to be 0.1 on both of them, and so we should probably come back 1. Boy, that's going to be 1.8, isn't it? And then it still won't give us. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, so if we go 1.7, I know, I'm doing this on the fly, but we're going to take care of it. Okay, from here to the back there, we're going to go 1.7. So the extrusion we just did, oh, this one right here. Okay, there it is. Instead of going back 1.6, we're going to go negative 1.7. And that'll take care of those issues, and we'll see what that is later on. Okay, now we wanted to establish the center of the holes. Okay, and here's how we do it. So we've got the tank here, and we want to get a line that's right on top. We can look at our plans and know exactly how high to go. Noticing the plans go from, let's see, 2.125 puts us up to the top here. Yeah, let's go ahead and use that information to our benefit. So what we're going to do then is going to construct a new plane. We'll offset it. And it's kind of hard to see, so I'm going to move my cube around here like this. And I want to offset the plane from the base, which is going to be right here, yeah? So I click here and I want to come up, and the plan said 2.125. Now what that does is if I scroll this down, you'll notice that it's right in line at the very top of that shape. So we'll go ahead and start the sketch based on this plane. And then we want to get centered, and it snapped to it. Good, centered right here. And we'll come back. And this is just a reference line. So we'll go ahead and, well, let's use this reference line, right? So we look at the drawing and we find out that the center of the first stack is at 0.5. So that's half an inch from the front. So we do 0.5. And then we do another reference line that comes back here like this. And we go to the next one, which is 1.75. And then a third reference line. And that would be 3. So at each of these locations, we will draw a circle that has a radius, not a radius, a diameter of 5.5. These will be holes that we'll put into the train to do the stacks. Like that. Now we'll go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Let's clean up some of our sketching marks just so that when we go to extrude, it just makes things a little nicer. So I'm just drawing around inside of the circle like this just to make it a little easier. Finish the sketch. show our house view, and looking at the plans, we need to come down. It looks like 0.25 is the depth of these holes. So we'll come back over here and extrude all of them at negative 0.25. Okay, so that part's done. Now the next thing we'll do is let's go ahead and create the windows on the sides. So as we look at this, we're going to disregard this plan. I'll be changing it here in a while. We're looking for a depth here of, or a thickness of 0.1 on both of these. And notice it's also in line with the cab here, as well as that it's 1 inch tall. So we use that information to take care of it. So click here on the side, and we'll use these tools here to guide us. So we want to come 0.1 away from edge, and then we want to draw a rectangle, and it's going to be 1.6, and we're coming down by 1. And in this case, we want to just cut right through both panes. So we'll use this as I'll just extrude and just do -4, whatever. I use 4 a lot. And there it goes. So it just cut the windows out. Okay. Now the next thing that we're working on is, let's go ahead and get we can do that. Let's go ahead and now we're done with using this plane. So we're going to go ahead and trim off the front part of the train here. And as we look at the plans, we'll notice that the tank overhangs by 2 inches. That allows room for the cattle catcher. So we'll go ahead and use the rectangular tool, 2 inches back, and I believe it's 0.875 as it was before. Finish this sketch and go ahead and cut again. Now that's all cut. Now the next thing I'll do is go ahead and put in the holes for the axles. So we'll go ahead and click on this side here. Look at our plans again. Notice that the axles are 1/2 inch. They're 1/4 inch in diameter, 1/2 inch, and it looks like they are 0.375 high. Oh, that's at the height of it. Do you see? So this actually is going to be 0.25 above the bottom of the train. So we'll use that information to draw these out. So just to help place it, we come back 0.5, and then we're going to go up 0.25. And then the other one is, so we look at the plans here, it looks like there's 2 inches between. So let's go ahead and set this 2 inches between. We'll go ahead and do the axle holes. Oops, got to get a little closer there so we don't click on something we shouldn't. There we go, 0.25. And then I'll use the tool here and go ahead and click here, 0.25. The double point. There we go. Go ahead and finish this sketch. We'll go ahead and extrude and extrude. Now see the problem, because I didn't trim it, I have to click several times. Sometimes we miss those. And we'll just go ahead and -4 again, so it cuts it through all the way through the train. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is work on the part here that we'll put in the pin, and it is 1 inch wide. It's 0.375 up high. So we'll go ahead and do that information. Here we go, create sketch here. All right, we're going to come back 1 inch from the side, which is actually center, but that's cool. Let's not add another line. Let's just go ahead and start at center and go up at 0.375, and then do our hole of 0.25. And this time I'm going to clean that up just a little bit. Do the finish sketch. And how deep do we do the hole? Let's see. If I look at it here, I've got, it looks like 0.5, 1/2 inch deep. Okay, so we'll use extrude, click here, and we'll go depth negative 0.5. Okay, now structurally, your train is done. You can leave it here, or we're going to put a little nameplate on the side. The sample says Jupiter, and you can do whatever you'd like. It's kind of show you some cool things. So we'll go ahead and do a create sketch, and we just want to have this shape be somewhere here. So I'm going to use again the sketching tool. We're at 0.1 coming down, so I want it to be, I want to come down about 0.1. Maybe get a little closer. Let's do 0.05. That, and then I'll just go ahead and use this tool here, the rectangular tool, and if you hover over the corner, it gives you a lead line coming down. It's not quite a snap, but it's close. And it looks like if I come down about 0.3, yeah, so it's a 1.6 in that direction, 1.6, and then the other one, let's see, I think I want to be, I'll go 0.3. Looks pretty good. Okay, now I set this up so that I can do a circle. I'm going to do a special kind of circle. It has 3 sides, a tangent circle. And the nice thing about this is you click on your 3 sides like this, and it puts in the circle that matches it perfectly. And we just go ahead and do it again on the other side. Circle, 3 tangent circle, like this. And now we'll go ahead and use the trim tool to clean this up a little bit. Okay, so I've got this nice nameplate location. Now I want to have it kind of step up a little bit, so I'm going to extrude this out. Let's try 0.1. Ooh, that's really big. So 0.05, and I think I want to go exterior, opposite of what it's doing. So I'm going to do a negative on this just to put it on the outside. There we go. Okay. Now, next thing I want to do is add some text. So if I go to create, choose text, and I'm going to choose my box here to be that shape here, centered and a line centered in the middle. Jupiter, and that's way too big, so I need to bring it down a little bit. Let's try 0.2. Maybe too small. Let's go 1/4 inch. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. Click OK. Now, if we finish this sketch, we should be able to extrude these 2 features. So I'm going to click on extrude. I'm going to choose the outside part and the letters. And let's come out 0.1. That's kind of a huge. Let's go 0.5. Something in between. I guess I'll just do 0.1. It's kind of big, but let's go maybe 8. Yeah, this is all preference. Here we go. So I've got Jupiter right here like that. Okay, now I can repeat all of those steps, or I can grab the sketch that we just did, which is right. Nope, that's not the right one. Let's see if I can grab it from here. Nope. Okay, so I think I'm just going to try and grab this guy like this. Because what I want to do is I want to move this. I want to make a copy. Okay, well, I'm kind of struggling on this one. Maybe I won't make a copy. I do want to do that again on this other side. So just go ahead and watch the video. Just repeat to the other side on this way and go ahead and draw it in again. There is a way, but I'm just kind of lacking right now to be able to copy that juniper and put it on the other side. And I'll just let you kind of hang in there. That's basically it. We're done with that part. Oh, except we probably ought to save it. So I'm going to save this in my project, train project. I suggest that you, if you don't have a train project, that you make a new project and call it that. This one is TrainBody, and I'm going to call it TrainBody 2 because this is my most improved, greatest, latest thing. There we go. Thanks for watching.